What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with another episode of Team GLOCK University. Today's episode, I want to cover movement, how we move from position to position. I've got barrels up that are kind of acting as vision barriers. This is how I teach movement. It's a very simple process, and it allows you to understand the basic fundamentals of how we apply this to everything else when it comes to, I guess, more complex drills, more complex stages. So we have a very short kind of movement here, and it's just to establish the fundamentals of how we're going to move. So what we want to make sure we always do is moving left to right, right to left. So as we walk back and forth between these two marks, back leg is our load leg. This leg, our lead leg, is the leg that we want to cover the most ground with. So we want to make sure our center of gravity is low, so we're not having to drop weight and then turn to push off, because as you drop weight, you lose time. So we want to make sure our center of gravity is already low. So all I'm doing is this leg is loaded, pushing off and covering ground with my lead leg. Now our back leg is going to be our brake leg, right? So this leg is going to hit before the position we're wanting to come into. It's going to be our brake. And as we're braking with this leg, we're acquiring our next target. The gun is starting to come back to target. And now my lead leg will be the leg that enters the box first. So as I'm presenting the gun back out, lead leg hits, drive leg or back leg will now be the leg that kind of drags into the box and allows me to have my stable shooting platform. So load leg, lead leg, cover ground, brake leg, enter, establish complete position. And you can walk this back and forth, and it'll help you establish how that is supposed to feel when we start doing this at live speed. We'll do 2 shots this target, move over and do 2 shots on that target. And I want you guys to notice how my feet are working in between the positions. Now right to left. One more time. So as we're moving back and forth between the positions, it almost feels like we're just kind of floating across. This is to focus on really the entrance and the exit. So like I said, as we set this drill up, we're loading this leg, covering ground with right leg. This leg is now your brake leg. We enter in, gun is up, we're acquiring the target. I should be able to move to this side of the shooting area and shoot accurately off of 1 foot, because as I come in, I have braked on my brake leg and I've controlled my body to enter that position in a balanced and controlled way. So when I do it this time, I'm going to shoot off of 1 leg and show you that when I enter the position, I am completely balanced. That is not saying that's how you should do it. We obviously want to maintain that stable shooting platform, but the reason for that is to show that when you're moving into this position, I am using this brake leg to stabilize and brake myself, but also have this right leg come in and I am in full control of my body and I'm not falling over or off balance where I have to reestablish a shooting position once I get into position. We're going to run it back and forth multiple times. So I want to see, even if I'm coming into a position, I'm also set up to leave that position. I always maintain that stable shooting platform that allows me to move in any direction that I'm preparing to move to. So shoot 2 here, move there, shoot 2, move back here, shoot 2, finish back over here, shooting 2 again. This is a very simple way to figure out the movement. When we get into longer runs, say we're all the way over here running to all the way over there. That run is just going to be a sprint, but when I get to my spot, this drill will now apply. So if this is the area that I need to be in, and I'm sprinting from way back here, then I'm sprinting, hustling. Now this drill comes into play because left foot's my brake foot and I'm setting up into position. So this short little drill is just to establish those fundamentals so you can always apply this to movement throughout your range days. So we changed the drill up just a little bit. I added this set of barrels right here where our position was ending in the previous drill. So we'll start on the left where we started earlier. We'll shoot 2 shots on that target. We'll come to where the barrel is, engage that far right target, 2 shots, and then run up to the front barrel and shoot the 2 tuxedo targets, 2 shots each. Now I'm gonna shoot this stage 2 different ways, and I want you guys to look at how my feet are at this barrel right here, and I'll explain to you after I shoot it the second time. That one was 6 seconds for the whole drill. Now I'm gonna do it a second time, and I'll explain to you what I did differently. So that time was a 5.53. So where did I save a half second? Well, right here. And the first run, I stopped there like I had been doing in the drills. So shot my 2 shots here, lead leg, break, set up for this target here, and then I took off. Now, the second time I ran it, I came across, break, hit this lead leg, which was supposed to be my stopping leg that I set up my established shooting position on, but I shot on 1 foot and kept my momentum rolling because I knew I was going to be moving up there. That was one reason I brought up earlier, you should be able to shoot off of 1 foot and still have a balanced shooting platform. I knew that I can come into position here like we had talked about earlier, but I can maintain kind of a one-legged position here as I'm rolling through the position. I'm keeping my momentum moving forward versus stopping completely, setting up, shooting, and then trying to load my back leg again to move forward. So that was the whole reason I said that you should be able to come into position and shoot off of 1 leg, still balanced, because there's going to be times like this where there is a target close enough that you don't have to stop on. So this allows you to come into position correctly, break leg, lead leg comes in, but I'm only rolling through. My momentum doesn't stop, and then my body is already taking me towards the position that I need to get to. So as we work on these movement drills, I want you guys to remember, always prepare yourself for where you have to go next and enter that position in the way that best sets that up for you. So you got 4 alphas there, 4 alphas there. We're gonna continue training on these a lot. We're gonna push them out at distance, but I'll take this as an end to my day. So thank you guys for watching this episode of Team GLOCK University. Make sure and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you all again on the range soon.